Hello YouTube, it's maybe 3 and boop, Naughty Cat here. Back another kicking graphic novel review. We have a fun trade for you guys today. Batman Detective Comics Volume 5, Gothtopia. Yeah, I've been waiting to get to Gothtopia. I remember when this was coming out, but I wasn't reading Detective Comics at the time, just regular Batman. So quick read up of the back. Gotham, the safest city on Earth? Here, Batman and his partner Selina Kyle's Catbird breezily uphold justice and guard its citizens against unhappy threats. But not all is as bright as it seems. Envisioning Gotham City as a crime-free utopia, writer John Layman with artists Jason Fabok and Aaron Loresti bring you a twisted tale of the Dark Knight's freak-filled neighborhood. Batman Detective Comics Gothtopia collects issues 25 through 29. Also features the landmark issue Detective Comics number 27, with contributions from industry greats Scott Snyder, Neil Adams, Brad Meltzer, Brian Hitch, and many more. In the inside, for a more detailed read-up, in Gotham all is right, but something is wrong. In the crime-free utopia of Gotham City, justice is upheld by Batman, Gotham's white-clad champion, and his partner and lover, Selina Kyle. This is the way things have always been. The citizens are happy, except for the record number of otherwise perfectly normal suicide victims. Something is lying underneath the sparkling facade of Gothtopia, clawing in its way out. And once Batman sees that things are not all they should be, it makes him public enemy number one, even to those closest to him. Can the world's greatest detective figure out the secret of the masked illusion that has all of Gotham in its grips, or will the madness overtake Gotham once and for all? So, pretty crazy stuff going on in this volume. The first story we have is actually a year 1 or year 0 story about Jim Gordon trying to take down Roman Sionist pre-Black Mask time, and his partner in that betrays him, and then they throw him off a bridge, but Batman saves him from falling off the bridge, so he's able to take down a bunch of cops, and he's able to expose Roman, but Roman gets away, sadly. And then there's another story about the same bridge. A jumper off of it got eaten in mid-air, stripped to the bone by what seems to be a giant bat and then a bunch of clouds of bats. And then a cop sees Kurt Langstrom turn into a Man-Bat on the scene, so they're thinking Man-Bat did it, but he really didn't. 4 more bodies turn up, or 4 more people go missing, I should say. And it turns out Kurt Langstrom's wife has become the Bat Queen, because she was a big vampire bat, but she also mutated a bunch of smaller bats to be able to just strip corpses clean in an instant. So she has like a bat horde that follows her every whim also, which makes her more powerful than the regular Man-Bat. But Batman injects Man-Bat with something, since he wouldn't be able to penetrate the Bat Queen's hide, so when Man-Bat bites her, it injects her, and she turns back to normal for a while. And they're both sent to Arkham Asylum for recovery. And then in Gothtopia, Batman and Catbird take down a raving Poison Ivy in a utopia Gotham City. And then there are other heroes, like Batgirl is Bluebell, and Batwoman is Brightbat. Cobblepot's the mayor. Black Mask is the fucking police commissioner. All kinds of crazy stuff, and then Batman's like, something's not right. What are these graves? They weren't here a second ago, and he got pricked by Poison Ivy, and it seems like a little bit of her antidote, because she's immune to a bunch of toxins and stuff, got into him. So he tested his own blood chemistry, and it turns out he is hallucinating and being manipulated. So all his friends beat him up, including the Gothamite, who I think is supposed to be Talon, Flying Fox, Bluebell and the Wings of Truth. All these Gotham vigilantes have become alternate versions of themselves. And it turns out Scarecrow and a bunch of other doctors in Arkham, like Mr. Freeze, the Merrymaker, Professor Pig, and Harley Quinn, are all making people see these utopias, and then they're spraying them one at a time with this fear toxin. So you have a perfect life, and then you're hit with the fear toxin. You have a much stronger reaction than you do if you're just a regular person who's hit by the fear toxin, because you already kind of experience fear and stress in everyday life, so you are a bit used to it. But in Gothtopia, you're not used to fear at all, so it skyrockets and you commit suicide. And he's harvesting all that and he's trying to control Batman in Arkham Asylum so that Batman will help him out. You know, Scarecrow's got toxins that can control him, so Batman teams up with Poison Ivy so she can help cure him, and he convinces them into thinking that he's under their control. And then when Scarecrow tries to poison the entire eastern seaboard this way, Batman mixes something into the concoction that destroys it and kind of neutralizes it, so everyone in Gotham gains their senses back, and he takes down Scarecrow, and then he puts Scarecrow and the other Gotham inmates in the Gothtopia state so that they will be less aggressive in Arkham Asylum, which is pretty crazy. And then we got a story from Batman's early days when he was still wearing blue. All these Ace Chemical partners were getting killed off, and it turns out one of the partners was having them killed off because they were going to vote him off the board or whatever. And then Batman saved the last member that was going to be killed, and he accidentally knocked one of them into the chemicals, but you saw him crawling out, and he was like this green, goopy guy at the end, and Gordon was there, and it was pretty crazy. And then you have a story that takes you through different art styles and different writing styles of Batman through the ages, and it's all a dream of a guy dressed as Batman in the comic shop for Batman's 75th anniversary. And then we have another one called The Mark of Zorro, where Batman is 75, and everyone goes out to fight crime during his birthday because all his friends are crime fighters. And then he goes out dressed as Batman even though he's 75 and supposed to be retired. And then there's one where he saves James Gordon Jr. again. Should have just let him die. Psychopath. And then one where the Phantom Stranger shows Batman what a world would be like if his parents weren't assassinated and he didn't become Batman, and the world would have actually been much worse off. Ra's al Ghul would be taking over the world, and a Joker and Scarecrow gangs would be ruling Gotham. And there's this story by Scott Snyder, which I believe I have in a volume of Batman as well. Scott Snyder had that whole thing where Batman wanted to clone himself and implant his memories in clones, so there would always be a Bruce Wayne Batman in Gotham. This is about that, how that's gone on for 200 years, and a new one's just been born, and the old one is like, yeah, so you can be Batman now, you're Batman now, and I'm retiring. And then a bunch of cool 75th anniversary cover arts, and that's the whole book. John Layman, Jason Fabok, Aaron Lopresti. Not a bad read. Quite enjoyable, actually. Quite an enjoyable book. Detective Comics was a solid run during the New 52. Not as good as the regular Batman title, but still good. It's much smaller stories. I feel like it's smaller stories, not as big as the regular ongoing, even though this used to be the regular ongoing. But still pretty good. So I do recommend Volume 5, Gothtopia. It's a good read. I guess I'll do another Batman book next time. I don't know what I'm doing next time. I'm just in a real Batman kick right now. I'm feeling a lot of Batman, so I've been reviewing a lot of Batman, which I'm sure many of you might have noticed. But that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. Naughty and I will be here next time. Oh, she's so sleepy. You sleepy baby? Yeah. You sleepy baby? But yeah, we'll be here next time. Maybe with a Batman the Dark Knight. Maybe with another Detective Comics. Maybe with an All-Star Batman. But I do feel like reading some more Batman. So that's it. Thank you all once again. I'll see you all later.